Hello dear students. So before learning stack, you should know what is the meaning of data structure. So data structure comes from two different words, data and structure. Data means information and structure means the way we organize the data, the way we store the data. That is all, this all mechanism is called as structure. So by combining these two words, we'll get the definition of data structure. So what is this data structure? So data structure is nothing but it defines a mechanism to store, organize and access data along with operations or processing that can be efficiently performed on the data. So let's understand what does this mean. So data structure, it defines means what? It tells the way, the method of working. The method of working here, mechanism means how to do a particular work. For example, a data structure tells how to store, how to organize and how to access the data. Okay, so here accessing means there is a particular data type. From that data type you want to take particular element. You want to access that particular element. That is called as access data. So how we can store, how we can organize and how to take out the data, that it tells. Who tells? Data structure. With the help of what? How we can do that, how we can store that, how we can access the data? With the help of various operations. Each data structure has different operations using which we can store the data by adding the elements. We can organize the data the way we want to organize and we can get the data, which data we want. So we can do that with the help of various operations that can be efficiently performed on the data. If all these things fit perfectly for a particular type of data type, then that is nothing but it is a data structure. So what we learned about data structure? Data structure tells how to store the data, how to organize the data and how to access the data with the help of various operations that can be easily performed on the data which is being stored. So that is a data structure. So likewise, what are the examples of data structure? All the data types which you have learned in your basics of Python, those all are the examples of data structure. For example, string data type. So string data type defines the mechanism of how to store the letters, how to organize the letters and punctuation marks. So that order and that type of information, that type of data is stored in string data type and it follows a particular method of storing and organizing the data. So hence string is a data structure. Likewise, we have another very important data structure which is list. So in list data type, what are the characteristics of list data type? List data type is represented in square brackets. And in list data type, we can add any type of data. Hence, this is a very important data type in Python programming language. Hence, it follows a particular pattern, a particular method to store and retrieve the data. Hence, list is a data structure. Next, we have numeric data type. In numeric data type, we store numbers, integers, decimal values and Boolean integers which are represented by 0 and 1. Hence, it also follows a particular method, a pattern it follows, how to organize and how to retrieve the data. So that we name it as numeric data type. And these are the examples of data structure. Like that way, we studied different data types in our basics classes. So we can further discuss about all the data types in some other class. So now coming back to the lesson, which is stack. So other than these data structures, we have a special data structures which you will be studying in your computer science. So those special types of data structures which we can store, which we can organize and we can retrieve the data using a particular order or principle. We have special data structures. An example for those data structures are as follows. They are stack, queue and deck. So let's begin with stack data structure.